4,
Good
3,
morning.
2, 1. Doesn't do anything when she doesn't have the headphones on. At all.
Funky.
Jesus Christ. God, now I really feel like I'm back in radio, sitting here ready to read something. I don't have glasses on or nothing.
Do you need your glasses?
No, I tried to make this bigger, so I didn't have to. Hey, everybody, welcome back. We already started this. I need to move over, so I'm actually talking on the microphone. What is this, episode 5?
5.
This will be 5. So this is episode 5 of My Vegas Radio podcast.
Cinco.
I'm sorry, My Vegas Radio 365 podcast.
Cinco.
My bad. So today we're doing,
What are we doing today, Vegas?
amongst other things, we're actually going to record something else later for the event that is coming up this weekend. However, this will be a permanent one, not a special episode. This will be our regular number 5.
Got
Basically, what this is anybody who, and I really wish I would have found this and sent it to you before you moved here.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you've been here, nice. Oh, God damn, that was loud at the end. So now that you've been here for a while, a short while, you can attest to some of these, and some of these will crack you up because they are basically rules for living. So basically, this is one of our PSA episodes, public service
cervix announcement.
Well, you know, whatever. Hang on, I got mine open too. Wait for it. Delayed reaction. So this is one of our PSAs that we're going to be doing a multitude of, and this is rules for living in Las Vegas.
Vegas.
First, I actually should have printed out another one for you.
It's all right.
First, it's pronounced Las Vegas, and I wish you actually could read it.
No, I read it.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah. Vagus.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Vaygus. Vegas.
Vegas.
It doesn't matter how they say it in other places, and it's it's Nevada, not Nevada. It's Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of people that
Las
say
Vegas, Nevada.
yes, and the name of the town is Las Vegas.
Las
it's not
Vegas.
Vegas. Quit calling it Vegas because every time
Your
you do
name's
that,
Vegas.
I know. Every time somebody does that, I go, huh? What's that? You didn't get it?
It's Las Vegas, Nevada,
It's Las Vegas, Nevada.
as opposed to
And truth
Las
be told-
Vegas, New Mexico.
Oh, God. Have you seen it?
No.
It's a shithole.
Of course it is.
Oh, it's a
New
tiny...
Mexico.
Yeah, I know. Hey, New Mexico's not that bad.
Yeah, if you're driving through it.
No, there was
Just don't stop.
There was a time where I always wanted to go to New Mexico, partly because of when we were younger. You remember on Looney Tunes,
Wile E.
was it?
Coyote.
No, it wasn't Wiley. No, it was Bugs Bunny who said lots of times said he should have made a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yes.
I always wanted to know where Albuquerque was. And so when I went through there, I was like, oh, this isn't half bad. I actually like Santa Fe better than any place else over there. But anyway, yeah, Las Vegas, New Mexico is
Nevada.
Nevada, not Nevada. And who the hell would say it that way anyway? Well, we know one person.
East Coasters.
Yeah, we know one person at least that says it that way. And he was saying that while he was fucking here.
East Coasters.
Exactly, especially
I think that
New
you should
Englanders.
be able to call it Nevada if you're from Europe.
sure, I don't have a
Because
problem
then
with that.
you've already got that accent.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say Nevada, you just can't.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
Gonna take a nice vacation in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, exactly. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. With the accent. But there's some stooge fucking with cotton candy hair that's on TV constantly who just and it curls our fucking skin. Okay, number 2, forget the traffic rules you've learned everywhere else. They do not apply here in Las Vegas at all. They don't. This town has its own set of traffic laws, or rules, not laws, rules. There is no book about them. All you have to do is get in your car and hope you survive to learn them. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So what I've discovered is speed limit signs are polite suggestions.
Yes.
Stop signs say you might want to slow down. Could get a little iffy.
Yes. Okay. So you've got two of them, which we will go over a little bit later on. There's one more.
Don't use your turn signal. Just do it.
That's There's one more.
I don't
There's
know.
no such thing as a red light. It's just a different color of orange.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
It's an orange. It's a
Yeah,
it's
it's
a pumpkin
orange.
glow.
Pumpkin-y. Yes, I like it.
Exactly.
No, officer, that light was pumpkin.
No, I actually heard of somebody getting out of a ticket by
It being amber or something.
No. It was actually one of the people that I work with, and they blew through an intersection, and it was clearly red. And the officer had a recruit with him, or not a recruit, but a fresh out of the academy, a rookie. The rookie comes up to the driver's side window, and the sergeant goes up to the passenger side window, and the rookie says, I pulled you over because you ran that red light back there. And without skipping a beat, I think it was Vincent, he goes, "Officer, you know damn well that was every shade of orange that there is." The sergeant starts laughing, and he goes, "You know what? He's right. Let him go." Especially because, like, when you moved here, I told you about our rule here is as long as you're beyond the point of no return, you're not running a red light. It's if you enter the intersection when it's red, then it's red.
Yeah.
Then it's red.
If the light turns red, you're still this side, but you're being one of those jackasses doing 10 under. No, you ran that light.
Yeah.
If you're like everybody else and doing 10 to 15 over, you've got no chance of stopping for that motherfucker.
you
So
don't.
you just hammer down and hope for the
because
best.
even if you did hit the brakes, you're going to end up in the intersection anyway.
Yeah.
So which is worse, me punching it and getting through the intersection, or me holding up in the no-go zone?
Punch it, because everybody's holding on to that 3-second rule anyway.
Exactly. Well, not only that, because we discussed the 3-second rule in another episode, but have you noticed that there is a delay? So in Washington, Washington State, I have something to tell you about that. No, I have something to tell you about that. Where we both come from, or where we both moved here from. When the light turns red on your side, the crossing traffic instantly goes green. Fairly instantly.
In most places, I would say that would be accurate 5 years prior to now.
Yeah? They put the delay in?
Well, so I've got a friend that's his father-in-law is the top of traffic signals for the city of Bellevue. And
Did you say singles?
City of Bellevue.
Did you say signals or singles?
Signals.
Okay.
Traffic signals.
We're going to have to roll that back. That sounded like singles.
Nah.
Traffic singles.
But he informed me that if a traffic light changes color before the 3 seconds, and there's a 3-second standby where the entire intersection is redded out.
Right. Supposed to.
If for some reason that doesn't happen, there's a safety bypass that just immediately flips, and it puts the whole intersection into just flashing reds.
Huh.
So if anything trips it, anything does anything funky, and it malfunctions, just automatic flashing.
So do you know?
But they did the 3-second thing.
Because of the industry that you work in, do you know? And so, did you ever ask that guy what the blue light is on the back of signals?
I already knew it.
Okay, what is that? Because we don't have a lot of them out here, but we have a few.
So those are to let police officers know
See, that's what I thought.
that light is red on its opposite side.
Got it.
But it has to be a non-traffic color so that it doesn't confuse motorists.
Sure, yeah, no, that's totally.
So that's
understand
why
that.
they chose blue.
Right.
Because if it was red on that side, that could get confusing for somebody. Don't ask questions about my microphone cord or my
What happened?
headphone cord. I've got it plugged all the way over there.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe the new
EP,
studio
and
mascot
then,
was.
my good friend and co-host of this show. Well, host of this show.
You didn't tell me they were dead.
I gave them to you after you picked me up from the airport.
And I had every intention on plugging them in. I thought, oh no, he probably took care of that.
When?
When you were in Seattle.
between flight and and me getting in your car.
You could have had them plugged into the car. I don't know. It's possible. Don't laugh. There's an extra plug in there.
There is an extra plug in.
Yeah, that he put in there. But
Yeah.
then, yet he doesn't know where it is and can never find it. Why are you not looking at me when I'm talking to you? I'm looking at you.
He's looking at you.
See, it doesn't work. She doesn't have her
Yeah, I
headphones on. Because you have her headphones on. Why? Oh, because you forgot to tell me that yours were dead, so I didn't plug them in. They're probably good now. How do you know when they're done?
Yeah, they're halfway.
Are you sure?
Well, not halfway, but it'll get me through this.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and switch those out.
Well,
While you switch those out,
Keep talking.
I will keep talking to you. So out
Talk
here,
louder because I can't.
out here, I noticed that I just blew everybody's car speakers out.
Yep,
You got sound?
I do now.
Okay, then give the EP hers back. So she can. Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Bam!
Now, as soon as you put those on, let us know if the volume's okay.
I had her right in the sweet spot.
Okay.
In the little indent.
Did he just totally mess up everything?
Yeah. You can't twist this one around.
Yep. Goes the other way.
There you go. Gotcha.
You look so cute with your headphones on. Especially when you're over there smiling, your little girl smile. You're so damn
Little
cute.
girls.
You do have a hey! God damn it, that's mine. No, let me do the third one. Come on. So, tell me if I'm right or wrong. Tell me if this is right or wrong.
Wrong.
All directions start with first you go down the 95.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why? Because
Yeah.
you don't want to get on the 15.
No. Why would you get on the 15?
Because if you're going north to south, that's your best route.
Okay. If you're going north
But
to
if you're-
south,
but if
jump on the 15 if it's after 8 p.m. and before 4 a.m.
See,
Then you're fine.
yeah, so there's another description down here that's completely wrong. But anyway, you agree with that. Pretty much everything starts it either starts out with you get on the 215 or you go down the 95. One of those two.
Yeah.
Every direction starts out with that
Yeah.
for the
yeah.
most part.
Yeah, even Google says don't go on 15. Yeah.
And there are plenty of ways through
It's like,
the resort corridor.
make a left at this light and make sure you don't get on 15.
Exactly. Do not make the immediate right onto I-15, because until they're done with that thing's just a joke. Okay,
Project Neon.
this is the one that gets fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Las Vegas Boulevard, Charleston Boulevard, and Torrey Pines have no beginning and no end, which is not necessarily true. We tried to find them, but search parties have not yet come back after many months. So, do you know where Las Vegas Boulevard starts?
I think it starts at the Nevada border.
Starts at the California border in Prim.
Yeah.
Do you know where it ends?
No.
All the way at the Arizona border, just outside of Mesquite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Literally, you can circumnavigate the Clark County by taking Las Vegas Boulevard all the way from California to Arizona. I don't suggest trying it because it probably take you about 15 hours to do it. It's only 142 miles, I believe. It's probably longer through town, or through the city streets, but there's a whole lot of lights on Las Vegas Boulevard.
You don't say.
Okay, here's a good one.
That's what you said about the last one.
It was pretty good.
It was all right. It was all right.
Charleston Boulevard does not. I mean, I think that. Well, actually, technically, Charleston Boulevard it does start at Mountain's Edge. Well, not Mountain's Edge. The edge of.
The mountain.
Yeah, the mountain, but it's not Mountain's Edge because Mountain's Edge is there's a. What the hell are you laughing at?
You got that one.
Your face.
Why is my wait? We've been married for how long? Why is all of a sudden my face funny?
You've never had lights on it before.
No, I have, just not that she's seen. Are you having a giggle fit? Go ahead, read it.
I skimmed it.
Jesus Christ. Number 5.
Something about from 8 to 4. And
Yeah,
something about
yeah,
MLK.
and that's
Yeah.
bullshit. It's impossible to go around the block and wind up on the same street that you started on. That, however, is true. Master plan communities.
Only if you're in a community.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're on well, but that's so. Here's the thing: if you're on like, we'll just take. I can't.
There are plenty of times when I made left turns sooner than I needed to, just based off of traffic signal.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, there's 50 different ways to get from MGM to my house, but there's one that's the most appropriate route.
Exactly. Okay, so this is the one that I do not agree with, and sometimes I'm in the middle of all this, so that's why I think this is a little outdated.
Then I'm just going to agree with it.
It says no.
I just like being a pain in your ass.
I know. The 8 a.m. rush hour is from 4:30 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. Those are Seattle times. That's not Las Vegas times.
I wouldn't even push Seattle that early.
No, not that early, but definitely that late.
Well, morning rush hour ends at like 9 p.m.
Pretty much. And then it continues on to say the 5 p.m. rush hour is from 11:30 a.m. to 10:15 p.m. Friday rush hour starts Thursday morning and ends sometime late Sunday night.
The AC kicked on.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard about that.
So my rebuttal to that is it depends on where you're coming from and where you're going. So my traffic time from East Side to the Strip in the morning to be there by 7:30 takes me about 20 minutes at the most.
Yeah. But you're going down Trop the whole way.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I did that any later, it would be drastically worse. And
Yeah.
then
Oh, yeah.
if you're on the west side doing that trip, you have to leave at a completely different time.
About 5 in the morning. Because you do have to go through the Spaghetti Bowl, unfortunately.
Oh,
If you're out here, out where I live.
So
Next
it
to a
all
little
depends
pile of
on
dirt.
where you're coming from and where you're going.
Right.
See, Seattle
And you can't
was
get there
just
from here.
everybody's either flooding into Seattle or everybody's flooding out at the same time.
Right.
So it's not like, oh, morning commute into Seattle. Well, there's people commuting out of Seattle having worse time anyway.
Exactly.
That place just shut up. Sorry.
Yep. Number 7.
7.
If you actually stop at a yellow light, then you cannot possibly be from Las Vegas.
If you stop at a yellow light, you're getting rear-ended.
Oh, absolutely.
At
Yes,
a
you are.
high rate of
At
speed.
a high rate of speed.
Because the guy behind you is flooring it to make it through that red.
Absolutely. We just discussed that. You may only apply your brakes when the end of a yellow light and the beginning of a red light creates a pumpkin orange hue. That's where I got that word from.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Hue.
Pumpkin.
How many P's are in pumpkin?
2. But there's only one in pumpkin. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Is that kind of like mountain?
Mountain.
And button? You fucking millennials, pronounce your goddamn T's. Number 8. For the most part, you can do anything you want as long as it's not in a school zone, which is true.
Correct.
Which is true. You can flip a bitch in the middle of the road. You can speed. U-turns are illegal in school zones, and not and it's kind of sketchy where the school zone actually is. I've heard of people getting a ticket for doing a U-turn,
U-turn.
doing a U-turn within sight of a school zone, like you can see the sign. That's what I kind of said. I'm like,
Well, so-
yeah, if you're that close, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Las Vegas also has a little bit of a give to it. So if the school zone says 25 and you're doing 30, you're probably going to get a finger wagon or
You might possibly get
You
pulled over.
might.
And the ones that say 15, if
Now,
you're not
I
doing
got-
15,
I got a speeding ticket in
Here?
Monroe,
oh, I was
Washington.
going to say, what?
I was speeding through a school zone. School zone's 20 miles an hour. I was doing 22, and I got a ticket for going 2 over the speed limit, double the infraction price for being in the school zone.
Yep. And what the judge had to say.
My driving record was good, so I just deferred it.
Cool.
But yeah, it was kind of 2 over.
Yeah.
2 over.
Yeah.
Like if I sneezed on my gas pedal, I'd be doing 2 over.
It does 2 over if you accidentally pulled your foot off the brake a little bit. You'd be going, because to hold at 20, you have to hold the brake. To hold it, or at least my car. Well, actually, shit, my car, to hold at 25, I have to hold the brake because of the electric motors.
Just wants to go.
It just, yeah, it's like, don't hold me back, Daddy, I gotta go. Just remember that. Did you take Spanish in school?
No.
Okay. Any foreign language?
Not in school.
Do you know your Spanish?
I know enough.
Okay. Camino al Norte.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it means?
Something about night.
No, north.
Oh.
It's the North
Norte.
Road.
I
The
get
North Road. Just remember that Camino al Norte is Martin Luther King Boulevard and you know this one, Boulder. Actually, I taught you this one. The Boulder Highway is Fremont Street. Eastern Avenue is 25th or Civic Center. Desert Inn is Lamb. Spring Mountain, Sands, Twain are all the same street, which is
Correct.
They're all the same street. Wait. So they're all the same street and split and merge at will. And don't forget, because I always forget, and this is in my neck of the woods, don't forget that Fort Apache turns into Rampart and then turns into Durango.
Correct.
So in the south, it's Fort Apache. As you get closer to Charleston, it switches over to Rampart,
It's because it slightly changes direction.
very so slightly.
But it does.
But it does. And then Durango changes before it changes directions.
Well-
Rampart turns into
because
Durango.
it's a Durango.
Exactly. Don't try to figure it out, just accept it. If you question the intelligence behind this naming convention, people will simply tilt their heads to the right and stare at you. Kind of like the dog does. Henderson.
Can I stop you?
Yep, you can stop me.
My request to the traffic of Las Vegas.
Well,
If
you can
you are-
ask for anything.
If you are traveling down a road, any road, and you intend on making a right into a parking lot that's going to require you to reduce speed drastically, please use your turn signal ahead of time so that I can change lanes so I don't get stuck behind you. I don't care about rear-ending you. I just don't want to get stuck behind you while you try to turn into a parking lot.
So that's the one of the other big things out here is
Just let a motherfucker know, you know?
they say. So I've been actually in talks with this company that's trying to be our sponsor, and they actually have, and I can't say it what it is on our podcast yet because they haven't quite signed the release form yet. But there is actually a product that will help with that certain situation that happens a lot out here. And I think in the next 2 or 3 episodes, I think we're going to get that all nailed away. If somebody can get off their butt and write the copy. That would be me. Anyway, Henderson.
What part of Henderson
It
are we
doesn't
talking
fucking
about?
matter. You know, Henderson.
But it does.
But it does. Henderson's built up at this as this gorgeously miraculous bullshit.
Bullshit.
There are shitty parts of fucking Henderson too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, especially where Henderson touches the Boulder Highway.
Yeah. Lake Mead.
Yeah, exactly. Henderson is the only place in the world where 3 parallel, meaning running the same direction, parallel. Or
Yes.
Parallel?
Parallel.
Parallel?
Same
Go
thing.
either
Parallel.
way.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
What are you talking about going what either way? What?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Henderson is the only place in the world where 3 parallel streets intersect at one traffic light. That would be the 4-way of Green Valley Parkway, Eastern Avenue. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, I know exactly where this is. And it is a clusterfuck because when you turn, so I don't remember what street that you're on, but they do intersect. And they at one point are all parallel. But when you turn off of one onto the other, in their infinite wisdom, you have to turn into what would be oncoming traffic. Okay? You understand?
Yeah.
So you're making a tight left into oncoming traffic, which is stopped beyond a light because the freeway off ramp is also feeding into what would normally be your left turn lane.
Correct.
So instead of just holding the traffic pattern, they decided to let these two go at the same time. Sorry, my hands are all
Yeah.
fuckered up. And so they are both having to go into oncoming traffic
Correct.
and then jaunt at the last second to get out.
Correct.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's fantastic.
And at late at night,
So there's another 5-way intersection. Those roads don't parallel, but there's another 5-way
yeah,
intersection
there's a couple.
that is a shit show.
Uh-huh.
And then the light is timed.
Okay, you know what?
So I've been sitting at that light.
All the
watching
lights
its
are timed.
Full rotation.
Uh-huh.
On a 5-way intersection.
Uh-huh.
That's like a half a cigarette.
Oh, easily.
And
a-
then
it's
I
a
get
full
go,
one of mine.
And I'm the only car at the intersection.
Yes, I know. So that I don't think that is actually on this list, so I will add that in because a lot of people don't know that our lights out here are not cycled. They're not triggered. They're all timed. If it is a 4-minute light, so we have 3, 4, 6, and 8-minute lights. 8-minute lights usually cross the boulevard the short way. They don't go down the boulevard, they cross the boulevard. And it mostly is to let traffic to flow out. However, if it's an 8-minute light, it doesn't matter if it's 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning and you're the only fucker at that intersection. It's going to take 8 minutes.
I'm running it.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
What I thought was hilarious happened to me a couple weeks ago. I'm sitting behind this guy, and I'm watching the progression of light cycle. You and I have worked in the
Yeah.
vehicle industry for a while, so we know how this shit works. And I'm watching the progression of light cycle, and I'm like, this guy is like inching. I'm like, first of all, you fucking morons, Boone and I just explained that to you. These lights aren't triggered, so inching doesn't do a fucking thing at all.
Well,
except
even on triggered lights, it's not going to do anything.
no, you've already triggered the light. It's
Yeah.
not gonna. You're not gonna. Oh shit! There's another car. Oh shit! There's another car. Oh shit! There's another car. Actually, in reality, if that thing did associate you lunging forward, so now you're off the pad, and so now the light will go. Oh well, fuck. I guess I don't have to change now because they already left. And then all of a sudden,
Correct.
your back tires hit. Oh shit! There's a car there now. Okay, now I'll put you in the rotation. What was I saying before I went off on my rant?
Well, like, I hate to bring it back up, but Bellevue spent an ass load of money.
Daily.
Ass load of money on smart intersections that use cameras.
Oh,
So all of
in
downtown,
a city that never stops raining.
all downtown corridors, if the cameras detect that there's a lane that's backing up more than normal, it will adjust other lights cycles to allow that. So you never end up with blocking intersections.
Yeah, we couldn't have that out here.
No,
No, that
No.
would not work.
because you get 15 people without fucking plates on their car,
Yep.
rear-ending everybody
Oh, yeah.
because they haven't had their proof of insurance yet.
Yep.
Just not giving a shit.
Oh, yeah, the end line of that comment is kind of stupid. Rainbow Boulevard has 3 exits off of the 95.
Correct.
Absolutely, and they are all within one exit of each other? Because
No, one skips one. So you got one, then the next, and then it's something else, and then it's another.
right, because it's the one from around the corner,
Yep.
and then Lake Mead,
Yep.
and then there's there's the one from around the corner, the Lake Mead rainbow exit, and then a rainbow exit.
Which is your Lake Mead, not my Lake Mead.
correct.
'Cause
Yeah,
there's a difference.
and they do not connect.
No.
Those two don't. Most roads do. Charleston will go all the way from our mountain all the way to your mountain.
My mountain's got a big B on it.
Do you know why?
Basic high school seniors about 4 years ago.
Went up there and took rocks?
No, they
Ah.
basically took a year's worth of supply of field chalk
Holy crap!
and went up that mountain and field chalked B on the side of that mountain.
Fuck that. Spray paint would be a lot easier. Oh, you know what? Well, you know what?
Well, spray paint would have died by now.
But you know what wouldn't have died and would have lasted longer?
Field chalk.
No, longer than that. Shut the. Why do you cover your mouth? Nobody can hear you cover your mouth. What's that? God, that stupid commercial. The Flex Seal shit.
Oh,
They have the roll-on Flex
Yeah.
Seal shit. That's the shit that I want to buy to put on the fucking tarp when I change the fucking tarp.
yeah.
Plus, it'll add some weight, and it'll be completely waterproof.
No.
Stop it.
So anyway, PSA.
Okay, so I'll just start over it again. Rainbow Boulevard has 3
Yep.
exits from the 95. It just makes giving driving directions to newbies more entertaining. That is true.
That is true.
There's also a Lake Mead Drive and a Lake Mead Boulevard.
Correct.
And both run east to west, but are 30 miles apart.
Yep.
You have to be specific when you say the corner of Lake Mead and ... Again, it's just another way to harass 5,000 newcomers every month. I think it's closer to 10 now. Do you know how many people live in the valley, in our valley?
I thought it was less than 1 million.
2.2 million.
2.2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know? So with that number, then beyond that, so all of Clark County, so
Yeah.
not Pahrump, not on the other side
Yeah,
of the mountain, but just California to Arizona, how many do you think is the total? This will blow your mind.
2.185.
Close. No, it's actually 2 point, what did I tell you a couple
I
days ago?
don't know.
2.6.
Well, it can't be 2.6.
No, 2.8.
Because you said 2.2 to begin with.
Yeah, it's 2.8.
So 2.8 statewide?
No, Clark County,
Okay.
not the valley.
Okay.
So like Mesquite, Moapa, Prim,
Yeah.
all that shit. Gene. Next is many major roads just end abruptly in someone's garage. I've never found that.
Not major roads.
Okay, well, let me continue. Many major roads just end abruptly in someone's garage, a Home Depot, a casino, or McCarran International Airport. This must be an old statement. 'Cause
It's got to be old.
That's not true anymore. So
Well,
disregard that.
Okay, so it kind of is.
Kind of, but not
Kinda.
really.
Well, and just the airport part. So, like, you take Maryland Parkway and Pecos, and there's a few other that are major roadways. Well, the airport blocks them.
That's
so
true,
they
yes.
will run into.
Yes. Eastern.
They're
yeah,
going to
yeah,
run into
there's a whole
Drop and End
Yep.
or Sunset.
Or Russell. Actually, not Sunset's on the other side. Russell is on the perimeter on this side. Sunset's the perimeter on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
The only reason I know this is
Yeah.
I work over there.
Got it.
If moisture is number 13. Oh, I should put the fucking should put the echo in there.
Way too late.
Yeah, I know, way too late. If moisture at hand is determined to be rain, not sweat, all traffic must immediately cease. Ditto for daylight savings time, women applying eyeshadow across the street, or a flat tire 3 lanes over. Do not attempt to access any road after an apocalyptic event like snow, blowing dust, or a 3-day weekend. Did you say that was true?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I say it was true?
No, would you say
Would
that was
you say that is an accurate statement?
Sure.
Jesus. I think we're losing our EP.
Okay, so
Yes,
to
but-
add on to that,
Yeah.
you've got a lot of transplants, like myself, that's from Seattle.
Right.
So they're like, rain, you guys don't know nothing about rain.
It's just
And
water.
then their car sits in 2 feet of flooded water, and they're like, where the hell did that come from?
Yep.
So, yes, Seattle experiences drizzle. Las Vegas experiences rain.
Which takes us to our next point. Once a year, when it rains, the Las Vegas Wash and the city of Las Vegas become one.
Correct.
The city does flood in apocalyptic fashion at the drop of a hat. And if you have the unfortunate pleasure of staying at the link during one of our
You're going to get electrocuted.
what's the so it's not rain, what's the other
Soon.
well, no, before monsoon. When they just say it's going to rain, but it rains like 5 fucking inches. Well,
Torrential downpour.
exactly. So if you're lucky to be at the link, first of all, don't expect any rideshare to come get you because the tunnel floods.
Correct.
And
You're
the
going to
tunnel,
get electrocuted.
if you walk out, you will. And also, the tunnel does not flood with water; it floods with sewage. So it's kind of stinky. Kind of smells like poop. And then it smells like poop for like 4 or 5 days.
That's kind of what the link smells like anyway.
True, and it's because that building is pretty old and it's been repurposed multiple times. The wind blows every day. That's not entirely true. We actually had a calm day a couple days ago that my wife and I were talking about. The wind blows every day, and it is impossible to live in Las Vegas without some kind of allergy drug. That's not true. 'Cause
That's not true.
I don't have allergies.
I don't do that.
My
yeah.
wife has.
Bullshit.
What?
You have allergies.
What do I have besides?
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
We're miking her up.
I know. We don't need to, though. It comes across loud and clear. So okay. So you can say that, but that's just as
That's
bad
not
as your,
allergies. That's just
Sneezing.
dust getting in his nose. That's what
But
that
that's
is.
just like when every time you could sit there and say that, but then every time you choke on something, you have to sneeze.
It's because I'm choking.
But I've never. Yeah, anyway, moving on.
Do you are you allergic to pepper?
No.
But when you sniff it, you sneeze though, right?
Everybody does.
Oh,
Actually, I
so,
don't.
So it's just like the dust thing.
Actually, I don't
See,
sneeze when I smell
he's
pepper.
not allergic to dust, but if a whole bunch goes up his nose, he's gonna sneeze.
He sneezes every day, all day long.
I got your back, homie. What do we got next?
Construction on the I-15 and US 95 is way. Actually, I will go ahead and add the 215 to that. Construction on the I-15 and US 95, and I don't think that's on this list. How many 215s are there?
Just one that
There's
I'm aware of.
3. So the one that leads. So you live off of the 515.
Yeah,
The 515. If you were to go south, you can connect to the 215.
correct.
That is Interstate 215. If you take that all the way past the 15 to the first bend, that then becomes County Road 215. Then, if you take that all the way down to where the last bend is when it starts to turn east again, that is then the West 215. They all 3 named something different, but they all connect. It's just a way of life and a permanent form of entertainment, which I have to call bullshit. There's nothing entertaining about that. They actually move the construction cones every night to make the next day's drive a bit more exciting for you. That is true.
That is true.
And they do it in the dead of night, and then you blow through there in the morning, and you're like, whoa, hey! And another problem they have out here is when they shift the lanes, they don't do a great job of erasing the previous lane.
Yeah, there's one that I can think of.
There's one from here on the way to your house.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of,
exactly.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
I
oh,
know-
hey!
I know where it's at, but not everybody
No.
does. So you kind of have to watch out.
And also, if it's raining and dark, those things become invisible.
Correct.
Or actually, not. They become more. The multitude of lane shifts become more visible when it's wet and shiny. 3 more.
Well, they didn't count on the rain.
Okay. Stay away from the corner of Nellis and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Why? I love that place.
Yeah, but that's just for your entertainment value.
That's where I like to hang out and get my car stolen.
Yeah. Stay away from the corner of Nellis and Las Vegas Boulevard if you do not like the thought of being in a remake of the movie Top Gun.
Well, yeah.
That's the turn and burn
Yeah.
from Nellis. And yes, we all know that black man in a teddy and a tiara on Sahara and Fort Apache. Have you seen him?
Yep.
Okay. His name is Leslie, and he probably makes more money than you do. Which is probably true.
Just like the Ram guy.
The Ram guy. Oh, yeah,
Fremont,
yeah.
yeah.
Fremont, that guy. That guy creeps me out. Actually, the baby thing creeps me out. The baby guy creeps
I
me
don't know. I
out.
kind of want to get that Ram guy on as a guest.
No.
Relocate the studio.
Shit. And the last one. Always remember, when driving in Las Vegas in the summertime, it is a good idea to wear pot holders on your hands. Anything to add?
Yes.
What? Whoops. Microphone.
Just to add on to that last thing is your car has a cool sunroof. Leave it shut.
And the if you have the solar, leave that shut too.
Yep. And basically just make sure you got full coverage, man, because shit gets wacky out there.
Yeah, it gets real wacky, and
Oh man, I wish I could just right now just flip over to a video that happens to be online.
Could you tell her how to get there? Or we don't have that.
We don't have that capability
yet.
quite yet.
Jesus. You're teasing them.
Yeah.
Can you put the link in the description?
No, because it's a private link.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't really share it with the public. Although we would do like a pop-up video of it right now, because as horrible as it is, it's entertaining to watch.
Can you describe?
It's a 4-door Ford vehicle with white leather interior coming to an emergency stop in the middle of a road and then getting rear-ended.
Ew.
He's talking about my accident.
And then there's another camera view with the 2 passengers in the back seat.
Exactly.
The one guy sees the possibility of an accident coming from the front, so he leans forward and hugs the seat in front of him, but he did not expect the hit from behind.
Nope. And his cell phone went. I didn't notice it until the video. His cell phone went flying.
So yeah, shit gets wacky. Full coverage. That's my PSA.
Anything to add, EP?
Nope.
Nope. Where are we at?
Tint your windows.
Oh God!
Oh.
Not only tint your windows. Did you know? Okay, so first of all, I saw somebody fucking posted on something somewhere. Is it legal to tint your front window? No.
No.
Nowhere on the planet is that legal. However, when we first bought that, it didn't have tint, and before the beautiful rock chip to the window, there is a UV protectant. It's the same, type film that you're. But it just cuts down on the UV from your front. Oh boy! Now that we don't have it on there anymore, because I put the new windshield in, you definitely can tell the difference.
Yep.
Yeah. It also saves your dashboard.
Your window thing reminded me, if you're driving in Las Vegas, don't buy cheap tires.
No.
They will melt.
Yes. Just buy new tires. Oh,
But
also,
don't be cheap about it. Like, don't get the $99
No.
special.
yeah, don't
at
go
Big O
don't-
Tires.
No, it's not even that. Don't go buy your tires at the 24-hour tire shop.
Correct.
That's it's a little sketchy. And windshield wiper blades,
Yeah,
they're cheap.
they are.
Yeah, and they melt out here. So the guys at Ford found out that since we got the maintenance plan with the Ford that we bought. Every time I go in, he goes, "Anything else for you, sir?" I said, "New windshield wiper blades," and he goes, "We just put those on. Great, put some more on." Especially because the ones on my car are funky weird. They're not like. I'm sure you can go to AutoZone or Pep Boys and get one.
Sure.
But I can't figure out how they go on. They're not the slip on and off, and it's like there's screws and bolts and shit involved. So I just let them do it.
Make them do it.
Yeah. Plus, it's already covered. So the only thing I have to pay for is tires and the main car battery, the starting battery, not the EV battery.
Good tire pressure. Don't overinflate your tires because there's little potholes and shit all over the place.
Oh my God! They're going to. Plus, when it gets too hot, they're going to explode. Anything else?
Ready for the slow, funky.
Ready for the slow, funky.
Funky,
Are you ready, EP?
funky.
Oh, give me the thumbs up. At least I hope that was a thumb. All right, everybody.
Ah, yeah.
See, I'm almost starting to agree with her. I think the slow one on the way out, because, we started with, yeah, and then we do the whole show, and then we're like, oh.
Comment down below whether you like the slow in the rear or not.
Whoa, shit. Goodbye, everybody.